Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Really lovely to see you all again. Today I have a Zara haul. As you probably guess, I'm kind of obsessed with Zara and H&M at the moment. They're doing some stuff. They're doing some really brilliant stuff. I went in there and I had a look at some of their fragrances this time. I did buy some clothes, which I'll share with you. But I had a look at some of their fragrance. But let me get on to the few bits I picked up before I picked up the fragrance. And the first thing, let me get down here, it was these shoes. I love these shoes. I love this sort of official look. I'm an Uggs woman in the winter, really. But if I have something professional that I need to do, or something a bit more structured I need to do, I usually put what are these, Chelsea boots, is that what they call them? Underneath, if you can see, it's gold. It's got gold on the heel, if you can see there, which really, gold is my thing. And they just look like, a serious person. It looks like a serious person at work, at business, and they're so comfortable. I've tried them on, they are so comfortable. Usually I find sometimes these high backs rub my legs and sort of mark the back of my legs, but these ones are absolutely perfect because they got the elasticated insert on the sides. They got that, and it really, they just look so official. They look so official in the winter, with a nice a nice blazer or something like this. And you know what, Zara, you can't fault them. I thought these would have been about £80, but I picked them up for £32, 32.99, £33. So cheap. For boots, for a pair of leather boots like this, you can't go wrong. I really thought when I picked them up, they were going to be about £70 or £80, but you cannot fault these boots. I will put the try on somewhere in the screen, but yeah, I love them. And I will get the most wear out this in the winter. I just love them so much. So that was them. And also what I picked up, and I know but I love their tops. I've tried it on already, and it fits really. It just holds you in, these tops, don't they? It's just a black, vest top, and you can't beat Zara for the quality. I know you can pick them up in Primark for quite a lot cheaper, but they, you got to admit, they wash up rubbish, don't they? But these, I've picked up a few new ones. I've picked up a load of colours, which hasn't come yet, but I've got the black one here to show you. And I've had some for years. They always have these vests, don't they? I've had them for years. They just wash up lovely, and you can see the quality is a little bit more better if you want to wear it underneath a blazer, or if you want to layer it up. And it's only, what, £12, £11.99. You can't beat that. And I got that in a size medium. For reference, I am 5'5". I take a size small to medium, or 10 to 12, and I've got this in a medium. I've got this in medium, and it fits really well. It just hugs your body. It holds all these sort of lumps and bumps. It holds everything in. I really highly recommend people buy this vest from Zara. I just love it so much. And the next thing I picked up, which I just could not resist and would not walk past, and I've looked at these before and just left them, but this time I picked them up, and it's these earrings. Well, if anyone knows, I love gold, as I keep going on about, and I love pearls. Love pearls. I don't know if that's my age, but recently I've just loved anything that's got pearls. I'm really looking for a nice chain with pearls and stuff like this. But this is a nice chunky, I'll try them on so you can have a look. Just a nice chunky earrings. What's the backs? Are they clip-ons? No, they're not clip-ons. They're not clip-ons. Let me show you what they look like at the back, if I can get them out. It's right, I can't get them off. They've got them on a string there. I'll have to, yeah, but if I kind of let you have a look at what they look like, if I just bring this up so you can have a look. Can you see? I've got lipstick on my finger, sorry. That's what they look like. It's just the normal backs on there. I thought they were clip-ons. They're not clip-ons. They're just a normal back. As I said, I'll try them on the try on so you can have a look. But that was £16, 15.99, not a bad price. And they don't turn, because I've had a few accessories from Zara. They don't turn. They don't. I've had earrings from them for years, and it still looks good. I've even fell asleep in them, gone in the bath with them, and they still look good. They put something on top of the gold that stops them from tarnishing as fast. Obviously, if you wear them every single day, put makeup, all sorts on there, they will tarnish a lot faster. But I find they really wear out well. Now, I'm going to go on to the few perfumes I picked up. Now, I do have some notes. Hold on 1 minute. Let me get the notes. I'm SI. I love SI. What's that? C perfume or the Million. That's my two perfumes. My go-to. You buy me that all day long. You won't regret. But I really do want to try some other makeup, even though I get gifted so much high-end perfumes from my clients and that. And I've got a big bag that I'm going to do a giveaway and give away a lot of this perfume soon. I don't know, when I get to maybe 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll definitely give them away. But I do want to explore some new perfumes, and I don't want to spend fortune for it. So the first one I chose in Zara was this Garnier. I hope I'm saying it right, Garnier. And I tell you what, soon as I smelled this, I knew what this dupe was for this, because that is also a very, it's a lovely perfume, and I've had that in the past, was the Black Opium. This smells just like the Black Opium, just that the difference is this one is a little bit more lighter than the Black Opium. I would say this is more of a spring and summer wear, this one. And the Black Opium is more of a heavier scent, and it's more of a wintry scent. Now, I did find the Black Opium bottle upstairs, but I can't be asked to run up and get it. But it's empty anyway. But when I smelled it, yes, when I got home and I smelled it, it was very, very similar to this. And I looked it up, and yes, it was the Black Opium. This is the dupe for it. And the two scents the Black Opium has and this one has is that they have orange blossom and black coffee in both of those scents. And I think it's the coffee that makes it smell a little bit very similar, very, very similar. And the notes on this one is it's orange blossom, vanilla. It's got notes of vanilla, peach and raspberry in this one. And as I say, the black coffee and the orange blossom. That's what's in this one. Now, I did try this to just to go and do some errands, do some shopping the other day. And I put it on in the morning when I was going. And I sprayed it on. But by the time, that was about 9 o'clock. By the time I got back about 1 o'clock-ish, it was kind of worn off. Look, this cost me $7.99. And really, for perfume that costs you $7.99 and it's in 30 mils, for a perfume that costs you that cheap, you don't expect that it's going to last all day. You would have to top up on this. But it is a very warm, light, fruity, flory smell sort of thing. There's a bit of musk in that as well. And I think that's the black coffee, because you can kind of smell the black coffee coming slightly. And I think the vanilla sort of tones it down a bit. But it's in this bottle, which is a really, I mean, that's a classic really for Zara bottles, isn't it? That's the bottle with that beautiful purple, goes with a bit of my top, purple top. And it is a really nice perfume. As it dries out a bit, you smell it more deep, you can smell the scent more. It's really nice. And I'm quite lucky. Perfumes on my skin smells true to the scent. You know, some people sometimes they put it on their skin and it smells horrible, but I don't have that problem sort of thing. I can spray it on my skin, there's no irritation, it was fine. I put a bit on my neck and that was it. But apparently you're saving yourself a lot of money, because the Black Opium in a 30 mils, the same as this, is £65. It's £65. So if you want a dupe, go for this one, Go for this one. And the box is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? The box is absolutely beautiful. The only thing I would say, the glass of it is really heavy. Now, you know, I'm not a big fan of heavy bottles, and I know that sounds strange, but I don't want my bag feeling any heavier than it needs to be feeling. And I put a lot in my bags, so it's kind of heavy-ish, but it's fine. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, then that works. Just to chuck in your bag and give yourself a bit of a spraying every now and again. Yes, I quite like that. So I think I'm gonna start using it. You know, just for an everyday. It's not, you know, just like just normal things. It's not for anything to do to wear for any special wear. You need something a bit more upper class for that, don't you? Right, so let me show you the next one I got. So the next one I picked up was the the ruby syrup, Zara ruby syrup. And this one is, now Zara has a lot of fragrances you can choose from. So I was there about half an hour having a little test on all of them. And this one sort of stepped out for me as well. And this one is in a 90 mils. I think it's 90 mils. Is it not? Yeah, 90 mils. And I paid $12.99 for this. And I just love the red box. First of all, the red box just grabs your attention, doesn't it? It grabs your attention and you go straight over to it. And I think this is a dupe of a Maison Frances. I don't really know much about this perfume, but I'll put it up in the cards. But apparently it's very expensive, this brand. It's £235 for a 70 ml of this. I've never smelled it before, so I can't compare it, but I can tell you what this one smells like. And this one is so, it's got a very playful scent to this. Very youthful, cozy. Flirty. I'm not, trust me, I'm not a connoisseur. I'm just telling you, connoisseur of scents. I'm telling you what is coming from me just smelling it. I did spray some of this, and I have to say I really love this. It said, I think I told you, $12.99, and let me just tell you some of the notes it's got in there. It's got honey, wood rose, yes, honey, vanilla, passion fruit, strawberry. It's just a lovely. No, do you know what? It doesn't smell like that. It's poison. That's it. I'm getting myself mixed up. It smells like, right, it's come to me. It smells like poison. I'll put in the card which one it smells like, but I'll tell you what, it's definitely a dupe of one of them. And as it's dried out on my hand now, it smells absolutely gorgeous. I would say anyone that wants a nice perfume, if that's your sort of tone or smell, go for this one. I love it. I think I'm gonna have to invest in some more Zara stuff, dupes, because they're brilliant. You know, it's very fruity, a very fruity scent, very sexy scent. And I would definitely say this is more of a date night sort of fragrance. Date night, going out, getting glammed up. And this will definitely last the whole night, because I did try this this morning. It's now 3 o'clock and it still smells very good on my skin. I still can smell it powerfully. And I think I did read some review, it lasts up to about 12 hours. That's not bad for a cheap perfume. $12.99 is nothing for a perfume these days, is it? It's nothing, really. I'll tell you the one I used to like back in the day, and I'm probably a bit old for this, but I don't know if anyone used to order from Avon, but there was one called Far and Away perfume. That perfume is the best of all times. I did manage to get some more of that perfume from someone that's still doing Avon. I didn't know they were still doing it. Anyway, so I love this. Great perfume. Great perfume. What there more I can tell you about it. Really unique, lovely scent. And I definitely will be making the most of this. Because I said to my sister, if any one of them I don't really like and I'm not getting on, you can have them. And she was like, yes, please. Yes, please. Right, so the next one I picked up was this red Zara Temptation. Now, I think I've had this before in the past. I think I've had this one before in the past because the scent reminds me. Now, the scent reminds me. This is the scent that reminds me of Dior J'adore. This is the one that reminds me of it. I was getting mixed up with all the scents because I've been spraying scents all morning trying to work these scents out. And this is the one that reminds me of it. And it's in a nice simple white box. You know, these are so good. Christmas is coming up now, and these are so inexpensive to give a loved one. I'm telling you, I'll be going down to Zara purchasing quite a few things. But then sometimes I think perfumes are quite a personal thing to give because people are very fussy now on what they're wearing, aren't they? So this is what the bottle looks like. A very simple, and I got this in a 30ml, and I paid $11.99 for this. I got this in a 30ml. It just looks like that. The bottle just looks like that. Clear, just, you know, it will go with anyone's decor aesthetic. And I love the top of it where it's got the white on top of the gold. I think that's so nice to put, if you've got a collection of perfume to put alongside, simply sits in there and looks absolutely amazing. Let me just have another spray of this. I need to spray it on a card now, spray it on something because I think I've got too much scent on me. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Dior J'adore. That is what it smells like. Yes, now it's hit me. I'll put the picture of what it is if you're not sure which one I'm talking about. That is the one. And I used to love this one as well. Really lovely, fresh smell. And the notes in this one is jasmine. You got bitter orange, coriander spice, and you got some beautiful saffron in there. There the notes are in there, and it's very floral, if you know. And I would say this is definitely a summer wear. Definitely a summer wear, and this is definitely a nice barbecue seasons and stuff like this. Get a bit of that on, and it's just a light smell, not overpowering. Because I'm very funny as well. If it's too overpowering, it'd give me a bloody headache all day. It'll give me a bloody headache. Isn't it the worst thing standing next to someone and they've got a scent like they've bathed in the perfume, and it just gives you that pounding headache? And these, I can tell you, these, they're so light, it wouldn't. And J'adore, I think retails, if you're going to buy J'adore, it retails about £45 for 90ml, I think it is. They're not that expensive. They used to be really expensive back in the day when I used to be buying it. They used to be really expensive, but I think that's what it retails for. And it's definitely, I would say, I'm saying summer, but you definitely could wear this in the winter too. You know, you could definitely wear this in the winter too. And yeah, so that is my sort of Zara haul with my little perfume review on some of the scents I picked up from Zara. As I say, I'm no expert when it comes to perfume. I'm just giving you my thoughts on the perfumes I picked up today. As I say, Million really is my go-to, and SI is, I say SI, I don't know why I don't say C, is my perfumes that I use. But I do want to, I'm getting a bit bored with them, so I'm looking for another sort of perfume. I'm a creature of habit. When I like something, I just like it. And yeah, so guys, that is the end of my video today. Thank you for coming back to see me, and if you've been with me this long to the end of the videos, I do have some more Zara, H&M and all sort of hauls on my channel. If you want to see in the cards, it'll come up on one side. And I really appreciate you coming back, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Love ya.